You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I've got your weekly prediction edition. We're going to talk about Lulu exposing Lois's big lie and Willow absolutely enraged. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. We've got predictions for Brook Lynn and Tracy, for Lulu and Alexis, that ties back to Lois, also for Christina, for Willow and Drew, and for Carly and Sunny. And hey, if you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. Our first prediction, Brook Lynn Quartermaine tells Tracy about her teen pregnancy and adoption. So the spoilers that relate to this, on Thursday, Brook Lynn opens up to Tracy, and on Friday, Lois is put on the spot by somebody. So we all saw BLQ completely lose it last week when she heard about the whole adoption story that Lulu was conveniently writing, and she raged at her and said, go ahead and tell Dante, and you can just face the consequences. And BLQ has to know Lulu might really do it, and Dante and Lulu do have a talk this week in the spoilers. And Brook Lynn may go and just tell Tracy, confide in her about the pregnancy and the adoption as a teen, since she knows her granny's going to find out anyway. And Brook Lynn may also go ahead and tell everything, that Dante's the father and that Lois arranged the adoption. Lulu knows and is making her life hell. She might even ask for Tracy's help to get Lulu off her back. But Brook Lynn may mention St. Ignatius, the agency, the Catholic agency that supposedly handled this adoption, which didn't. And Tracy may realize it's bogus. That may just be a made up name that Lois's mom came up with. So it could be by the end of the week, Lois is facing accusations from Tracy about lies that she has told. We'll see. Our second prediction, Lulu uncovers a big adoption secret after an Alexis chat. So on Wednesday, we have got Alexis venting to Lulu. On Thursday, Laura is cautioning Lulu. And by Friday, Dante and Lulu are having an emotional talk. And then again on Friday, of course, Lois is put on the spot. So there may be a whole perfect storm of things happening with this adoption story. So Lulu is not coincidentally writing an adoption story. You know, she told Brook Lynn that the news outlet that she's working for picked out the story, but that's not the whole truth. Lulu pitched 3 stories and she told Dante they chose an adoption one. So Lulu pitched a story on adoption. That was not simply an assignment. So I do think that BLQ is correct and Lulu is to some extent tormenting her. And on Wednesday, Alexis and Lulu are talking, and she just chatted with Lucas, who, of course, is Julian's birth son, but was adopted by Bobby and Tony Jones, and he opened up about being the child of adoption. So Lulu may be talking to Alexis to get the perspective of a mother who gave up her child, and of course, she gave up Sam for adoption, and she may ask Alexis what agency handled the adoption. She may mention St. Ignatius, since BLQ just mentioned that to Lulu. That may be enough for, Alexis may realize that it either didn't exist or it closed down 30 years ago, which would be very informative. Lulu may run and actually tell Brook Lynn that St. Ignatius could not have had her baby. Maybe it didn't exist. Maybe it closed way back. Maybe Lois and Gloria made it up. And Lulu may tell BLQ that she should go back to her mom because Lois is hiding something. And so it may be BLQ who's actually put Lois in the hot seat. We'll see. Our third prediction, Kristina willingly goes to Shady Brook Mental Hospital. So on Monday, Kristina and Molly want answers. And by Friday, Mac learns about a crime. So it looks like the cat may be out of the bag this week, unless Alexis can find a plausible lie to explain the commitment papers. Because she's not going to want to explain everything in front of Molly, but Kristina wanted Molly there for support. So Alexis is either going to have to bite the bullet, hope for the best, and tell the girls that she knows the truth. Or, better would be if Alexis can get Molly to leave, because then she could talk freely with Kristina without worrying about Molly finding out everything until they plan a way to talk to her about it. So Alexis's unhinged daughter spoiler, may actually agree to go to Shady Brook voluntarily now that she knows that Alexis knows that Ava told her that there is proof and that her mom is being blackmailed. Kristina is not going to be happy that Alexis is stealing from baby Ace to cover for her crime. And Kristina already told Lucky that she was thinking about confessing anyway. So she may voluntarily commit herself, and then Diane may go to Mac and reveal that Kristina, did this thing, but she was unhinged. She's getting the help she needs, that kind of stuff. So Alexis and Diane may try and get out in front of the charges if it goes this way. And obviously, Alexis wants to hide the truth from Molly, but it doesn't seem very likely that she could, given everything that's going on. Our fourth prediction, Willow busts Drew with a hooker. Wouldn't that be great? That's obviously what her mom and Portia want. So spoilers for Tuesday have Drew making a scene. And this is while Willow is on her way back from Germany. So he may be doing an anti-Laura statement publicly, but he's obviously going to make a rear of himself, which is pretty much common. And then on Wednesday, spoilers say Willow has an unpleasant homecoming. On Thursday, Drew is pleading his case to someone, and by Friday, Nina is debriefing with Carly. So obviously, Willow was turned away at the clinic in Germany because Drew bribed the receptionist, which was a fun twist. Anything that happens to the congressman is pure karma at this point. And if Portia and Nina get that hooker into his bed, well, I don't feel bad for him. So Willow may actually catch Drew with the hooker. However, I'm pretty confident he can talk himself out of that corner. It's like Willow's brain is mush because she grew up in a cult, because of Shiloh. I feel like Shiloh walked so Drew can run where Willow is concerned, because she just seems to be very susceptible to men in positions of authority, older men, and I don't even think she sees this about herself. Drew will likely claim he was set up. He may want to blame Nina, but it would be smarter for him to blame Carly, because Willow would probably be more likely to believe it was Carly's work. And if he knows the hooker works routinely at the Metro Court, which Ezra may tell him, because that's somebody who's been, dating Ezra or getting paid to be out with Ezra. And Drew may draw the line from hooker at Metro Court straight to Carly and may not realize it's Nina. And she is going to probably tell Carly the hooker plan. And of course, Nina has no idea that Carly betrayed her with the custody stunt. And I do think that Willow will believe Drew, but will Carly throw Nina under the bus and reveal that it definitely wasn't her, that it was Willow's mom? Our fifth and final prediction, Carly rescues Sonny. On Monday, spoilers say Sonny is in grave danger. That same day, Carly comes into his room at the clinic and she is shocked. So on Friday, the assassin nurse came in with a syringe to kill Sonny post-surgery. He's at his most vulnerable and weak, but he woke up just as she was injecting him. Maybe Sonny knocked her down. Maybe he is struggling with her. I will see if she got any of whatever the toxin was injected into him. Carly comes in the room and she's shocked by what she sees. Maybe Sonny's still grappling with the psycho killer nurse and Carly pitches in. Either way, Carly coming into the situation may be what saves Sonny's life. She may find him in time to get help from the doctors. We'll see if Sonny needs resuscitated. Sidwell's likely going to be blamed. I still don't think it's him. I think it's a red herring. The penthouse and this assassination attempt are the same culprit, but I don't feel like it's Sidwell. Jason agrees with me. He talked to Sidwell and believes him as well.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.